Cornucopia cast, episode
7.
7.
We made it, boys. 5 weeks in a row.
We did.
Yeah. Sure, why not? I mean, if you say so.
So,
I'm in no position to argue.
Okay.
We're almost on the 10. The great 10.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, so I'm sure lots of exciting things happen to everyone, so let's get started with that.
Well, okay, first of all, we gotta get this down. You gotta start introducing people.
Just introduce yourself as you go.
That's not fun.
That's
not fun.
You gotta have a name.
It has to be super unnatural and awkward for everybody.
Oh my god.
Hi guys, I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Aaron.
See, there we go.
Wow.
That was just unnatural and awkward for everybody. It was great.
I mean, that's
our brand.
I mean, that's how I do things, unnaturally and awkwardly. You wanna.
Well, you got an interesting story, so we'll let you go last.
Okay.
I think Jake should go first this week.
Oh, I get to go first? Okay. So, I've been playing the Sly Cooper collection on PS3. It sucks. That was my week.
10 seconds, what a good
Sly
start.
Cooper.
Yes. It sucks. I hate it.
Okay. You know, that's the problem. That's the thing that I always, can't get my mind around, is you will play stuff and just be like, I hate these games. I'm still playing them.
Oh, it's amazing how much you can fucking do.
I can't do it. I can't power through games I don't like.
The platinums that he has, that he goes, yeah, this was like a bitch to do. It's like, I'm like, okay, are you serious?
And then the games he won't go through.
Yeah.
That's the part that bugs me even more. Metal Wolf Chaos is fucking amazing.
Look, I am a master of self-spite.
God.
It is what I do.
I feel like you're more on the idea of if it's an easy platinum. Well,
It's not so much that, it's just I hate myself.
So I haven't looked at all 100 platinums of yours, or almost 100 platinums, but I don't think there's any. I can confirm that there's probably not one on there that's an easy platinum.
Zero Time Dilemma.
Okay, well that's
Zero Time Dilemma is the easiest fucking platinum. Also, Raging Loop.
yeah. Okay, I don't
Those
know
are both visual novels.
Okay, but anyways, he doesn't have like a Walking Dead.
I do have The Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands.
Well, the Wolf Among Us was not easy, but you had to actually pay attention.
There's actually easier platinums than that. Don't even
Oh,
call
yeah.
those easy. Those
Mayo.
Yeah, My Name is Mayo.
Yeah.
are Surviving Mars.
No. My Name is Mayo is literally Cookie Clicker.
There's games where you literally can
You
input console commands and just get them all.
Yeah,
Within 5 minutes.
This one, all you do is you tap X.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the game.
And they
Wait,
had-
no, I know that game.
Yeah,
You
they
just
had
go
they
through
had to pull-
cutscenes.
They had to pull it off the
It's
sword.
on Xbox too. You just press A and go through all the cutscenes.
Yeah, it's
and hit
Cookie
'em.
Clicker.
Yeah.
You pretty much pay money for achievements.
I just can't believe all this came out of me saying I hate Sly Cooper.
I mean,
I mean, it's not as bad as the Spyro games, because those ones all suck.
Hey, I got them all too.
But the Sly Cooper games, they suck for different reasons.
Okay.
And that's basically been my week. Who's up next?
I guess I can go. We'll do like the normal pattern where Jacob goes first, and Aaron goes, and then Aaron goes, and then Phil. Beat The Last of Us 2. I still stand by what I said last week that it's an okay game, it's not a good game, or it's not like masterpiece, I should say.
It's not a flawless 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not. I'd say it's more an 8 in my opinion.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
I give it maybe like a 4 at best. Maybe like
Oh,
a
you're
5.
going low. You're. So I've been watching. I buy anime off of Amazon that's cheap, and I bought this one. I saw like maybe 2 minutes on YouTube, and I was like, okay, you know what? I can justify paying the money, $9 or whatever it was. The anime's called Bento. Has anybody heard of Bento?
No.
Just the one video you showed me.
I don't think I want to know.
The game.
Genre. What is it?
Oh yeah, it's a character wakes up after he got the shit beat out of him. He's like, I don't know why I'm here, and you find out that he goes into a store, which I don't know. He just moved out of his house, so but these stores there's bentos, and I don't know what in Japanese a bento is.
It's like a Lunchables.
Yeah.
Except way higher quality than
Yeah.
Lunchables.
Yeah. So.
But you can make your own bento, so it's more like a lunch box kind of deal, but no
Yeah.
more fancy.
Yeah, but in layman's terms, it's basically a Lunchable.
And these bentos go on half price at a certain time. So everybody in the store who wants that half price bento fights each other to get these.
Wait.
This is what I didn't want to tell you.
Wait a minute, they fight. They
Yes.
like legit fight.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all 12 episodes. And there's like this whole plot of like you honor what you get. And there's different groups that will.
Wait, do they not know what they're getting before they get it?
Oh, they know what
They're
getting.
buying a box.
Okay.
So there's like maybe 20 people in the store, and there's like only 6 bentos that are half price.
All right.
It's fucking amazing. If you guys get a chance, go check out bento. And the other thing, how much time do I left?
You got about 2 minutes.
So okay, I know nobody comments on these videos. I know nobody watches these videos, but I'm in a little dilemma here. I got the company email that the IT doesn't want to turn the Wi-Fi back on in August, and
So this is at your job, right?
yes, at my job, IT.
Not here at the Cornucopia.
Yeah, not here. You know,
Okay.
my fucking Wi-Fi here sucks too.
Just wanted to make sure everyone's clear on that.
But I'm looking for some Switch games because it doesn't look like they're going to bring the Wi-Fi back on out where I work, and I work in the middle of nowhere. So the cell reception sucks out there as well. So I'm like, if anybody has any Switch games, you know, that you want to recommend that are fun, not expensive.
Aaron's got one that he's been playing for the last week.
I don't want to play Hyrule Warriors,
I'm already 50 hours into it. I haven't stopped playing anything else.
but
If you want to pause it, though, I'll just say the gameplay. Like I love it, but the gameplay gets tedious.
right. Well, I play on the Wii U. That's
Not
that's
not
why
tedious. It gets
Don't
very.
Don't play the Wii U one. That's objectively the worst.
Well,
It's super grindy.
I've already played the Wii U one.
Well, go back in time and stop yourself.
The
I wanted
only
to go back and stop myself from buying a fucking Wii U.
only thing I don't like about it is I think the gameplay does get very repetitive.
It's a Warriors game. What
I
the
was
fuck
gonna say,
did
it's
you
the
expect?
Muso.
I know, but like I just they do good to make do with what you're given. Like they're very like creative with the stuff the only things you do in the game, and that's just kill hordes of enemies.
So I guess what I'm saying is, if anybody has any eShop games that aren't physical, that are only digital, I'll take recommendations in the comments or stuff. So that's all I got.
Cool.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, I kind of I've been playing Hyrule Warriors.
I heard it gets grindy.
Yeah, it's. Dude, there's one thing I wanted to ask you, Jake. When you go in adventure mode and it says there's like enemies hidden and you have to find them to start the battle,
Yeah.
how do you find them?
Certain items.
Is it a compass?
No.
Okay, I must not have the item yet.
No, the compass will show you
Where you have to like use that item.
What item, or the compass will show you where on that screen you need to interact with. You need to make the judgment call on which item you need to interact
I only have the not the ladder, but the other thing.
The raft?
I have the raft, the bombs, the candle, and the compass. That's it.
Okay, well...
I don't have the digging mitts. I don't have the power bracelet.
But yeah, no. If you don't have the item you need, you just skip that map and you go a different direction.
Yeah, no, I pretty much, like... I haven't done any of the edges yet. I'm pretty much just in one big circle. Because I can't do that part of... Yeah, and that's where all the good items are, so I'm pretty pissed.
Yeah, just wait until you get to the next adventure map, because they do not do that ever again. Like, the whole figuring out what you need doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because, like, specifically the Wind Waker maps, like, it's like, oh, you need this. And like, that's fairly obvious.
I also thought I would really love to play as Young Link, since Majora's Mask is my favorite game, but he really sucks. Like, he's really bad.
Supposedly he's up there in tiers. Like,
Really?
He's like the A tier.
They should have just made him... They should have just made you... Because his special is Fierce Deity. So they should have just made you play as Fierce Deity.
Okay, so I just want to... Phil, were you laughing at the fact that there's a tier list for Hyrule Warriors?
I was Yes, and the fact that young Link would be A tier, like,
Yeah.
just kind of makes me giggle.
He has Fierce Deity Mask.
Which that is
Yeah.
that's a good special.
No, I get that.
It's literally God Mask.
I get that, and I thank God I have some context for that, thanks to you.
So, Aaron, what you should do with the Fierce Deity is, I think his burst thing, when you get them full magic meter.
Mm-hmm.
No. He's got a thing where he converts the his special meter to a magic meter, which is broken as shit.
Jesus.
Just you go into burst mode constantly, and that's how you win with Young Link.
You told me that apparently Sheik was like an Uber.
Yes.
And you were not kidding. I ranked
Sheik is
up.
S tier.
My highest, obviously, I think everybody's highest level is Link. Probably because you use Link the most in the game. He's like level 50 for me, and then Sheik's right behind him at level 40.
He's the other S tier character.
And then Sheik's right behind him at level 40.
Just don't get me started on Tingle, the bottom tier
I
character.
don't have Tingle yet, man.
Tingle is unfortunately the bottom tier character, along with one of Link's weapons.
To be fair, he should be.
No.
Yes.
He has bombs.
So?
I'm glad we set you two apart. Jacob's gonna jump off his table.
No, he's not.
Tingle is amazing.
Tingle's great.
If you had 400 rupees on you right now, I would jump this table and draw you a map.
Okay.
That's a Tingle reference.
Cool.
I'm sorry, it's 398 exactly.
Oh my god.
I just unlocked Skull Kid. Is he any good?
He's alright.
Yeah.
He's like,
Okay. Well.
But yeah, I've pretty much been playing that. No new news on the bed. The bed's good. There could be an update.
what?
I can't wait for the saga of the bed to continue.
You can't wait for Chapter 2?
No, just like Chapter 4.
Well, Part 2, like a sequel. I don't know. Yeah, that's my week. Just playing games.
Playing game.
Playing games, dicking around.
Playing game.
Ew.
Can we talk about one
You
game?
say clowning around. What does that you say?
I don't know.
You don't just say you down to clown today or something? I was like, I never understood it. I was like, okay.
Okay, well, let's not talk about my
It's his
personal...
mating call.
Let's not give away my personal secrets.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
It's on the clock.
Alright, so I have played multiple games this week, so I will try and get them out of the way so I can get to the main story, which literally happened today. I started playing... I play Pokemon pretty much in the morning. It's my handheld game of choice. And I also started playing Dark Souls 1, because that's like my comfort game. That's the game I will come back to and just gives me warm fuzzies every time. I hang out in the Undead Parish, I parry things as best as I can, which is, it's real fun when you can parry and riposte so fucking fast the sound effects don't trigger.
Yeah.
Like, not even the parry noise, just boom, and just stab them. And I'm like, yes. I was so happy because I was doing trash for about 10 minutes, and then I parried the Black Knight, and I went, guess I've still got it. Which will probably go up in one of the clips of the day, just for funsies. And then, because I guess I was on a FromSoft kick, I got my physical copy of Metal Wolf Chaos. And, oh my god, I love that game. And I realize I sound probably kind of stupid because I was so hyped for that game. I have only watched it, and now that I own it, I can safely say I am surprised at how much I like it, because I was worried it looked kind of clunky. And it is a surprisingly smooth feeling game, especially since there's more or less kind of an auto aim, and you feel pretty fucking powerful if you take your time.
I just want to stop you there. How far into there are you? You fought Spider Boss yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Spider Boss will make you feel less than powerful.
I'm sure he will, unless I bring the right tools. Because that is the one thing I learned, is you bring... Like, when I was doing the Chicago level, I did not bring enough firepower to do that mission. And explore so I could find everything. So I'm doing circuits around Chicago, just trying to find everything in that map. I've actually been scouring all the maps as best I can to just pick up everything, because it's fun to do. And also doing some of the random odd achievements, like doing a dive attack on a helicopter, which was fun. So yeah, Metal Wolf Chaos is up there as just one of my favorite games I played. And then I recently got the Master Chief Collection for my PC, which, as it turns out, my PC cannot really run. It can run the original graphics of Halo 2, but it can't run the mastered.
Does a game, or when you buy a game off PC, because I don't buy games on PC, does it tell you does it let you know if your PC can run a game, or it just goes, well, we're taking your money, so it doesn't matter?
Depends on the game.
Because that's my fear of playing PC games, is that my computer's not going to be up to playing them.
Well, the nice part is that Steam has a refund thing. So I'm sort of tempted to refund. I need to see how Reach runs, because that's the other one.
You only have 2 hours, right, before you can get a refund?
It's 2 hours and a certain amount of time owned.
Okay.
So I'm definitely... I don't think I've hit that yet. Although, no, I left it on. I left it on when I went for a walk, so I might have fucked myself. Anyway.
I was just going to say, you're going to play to 2 hours and 5 minutes, and it's going to go, you play enough, you don't need a refund.
I mean, it's fine. I can play Halo 2 in the original graphics. Not a big deal. It still looks fine, and it runs at 60. Which is honestly all I asked for. The problem is that switching to the really, really nice cutscenes, which thank God they're pre-rendered, because otherwise my PC would not be able to play them. Because the remastered cutscenes are incredible on Halo 2. It's nuts. So yeah, other than that, I've had some misadventures at work with women. We're gonna just set that aside because I have a stupid story. That is not about me interacting with women. Well, I mean, technically, but I'm looking for an apartment. I have applied to this apartment, and I have been waiting for a few days, metaphorically biting my nails, really worried, because this is the only place I've got, and it's the only place that could probably get back to me in time for when I need to leave. And I get a call at 11 o'clock on the dot, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And they leave a voicemail, so I listen to the voicemail. First time I listened to the voicemail, I missed bits and pieces, and I just think they're asking me to call them back and they want an in-face meeting. But I realized that I didn't actually hear all of it, so I listened to it again. And what I hear is, we got your application and your deposit. Unfortunately, our apartment complex doesn't allow dogs. So you can call to schedule a time to pick up your deposit. Thank you. And I'm like, I don't own a dog. I don't own any dogs. I only put on there the 2 cats. So I call them back. And I'm like, yeah, I got a call that said that they don't allow dogs. I don't own any dogs. I own a Maine Coon. Tiniest Maine Coon you've ever seen, but that is a cat. I even did a Google search on that. First thing fucking comes up is cats. There is a cursory Google search would have solved this problem. So I get that rectified, and
we'll let you finish.
Yeah,
all right. I get that rectified, and in the midst of it, she asked me if because their names are Michael and Gabriel, but I call them Mikey and Gabby. They asked if they were my children. Like, no, they're my cats. And then that gets taken care of. Then I get a call again, and they're like, we don't have your pay stubs. I'm like, I know for certain I attached those. And she goes, it's like, I'm gonna check now. Yes, we have your pay stubs. And I'm just like, oh my god. I'm not gonna get this place. Because they are dropping the ball harder than... They fucking thought a Maine Coon was a dog. And they didn't even know I had my pay stubs, even though I attached them. Because they weren't printed out, apparently. So, yeah.
Sounds like quality living.
Yeah. I hope I get it. I hope I do. But yeah. So, that's my week.
Fun. Yeah. See, I thought a Maine Coon was like a giraffe. We don't allow those things.
A giraffe? Why do you think it was a giraffe?
Like,
You just seen Aaron's head snap back. He was like,
Why would
what?
that be the first thing you'd think it would be?
Because giraffe's the first animal that popped in my head.
I don't know what goes on in your head.
The first ridiculous animal that popped in my head.
Oh my god. I honestly
Yeah, I'm
wanted,
like fucking like head dizzy now. It's snapping my head like that.
I wanted like
A giraffe?
I wanted to take a picture of my cats and just like email it to them and be like,
These are my children.
Does
These
this
are
look like a dog?
no, just these dogs are looking very feline.
They're feline fine.
Oh my god.
I literally just thought of the scene. This scene from SpongeBob. Jake is Patrick. It's a giraffe.
Oh man. Alright, well, now that we've got our weeks out of the way, I guess we can start in on the games, which, oh boy,
Yeah.
we have a list.
Yeah, a really weird one.
I don't know what you're talking about. These are like the best games of this generation.
Yeah,
And
playing with the
beyond.
Teletubbies, yeah.
Spoilers. That one wasn't going to come up until like last.
Yeah, second to last.
Well, I'm just giving them a hint of what's to come.
Yeah. Well, I guess do we want to tell everyone what they are? Or do we
No,
just start?
we do it like we normally do. We just list them
All
off
right.
as we go.
All right, so we start with the first one, which is Blade Kitten. That's your game, Aaron. So you explain.
So basically, the premise of Blade Kitten is you're a bounty hunter, and you have cat ears. That's why it's called Blade Kitten.
And you have a sword. Don't forget the
She's
sword.
half human, half cat, apparently.
And she has a
Yeah.
sword friend. Does the sword talk to her? Because I feel like
I think it does.
Sonic and the Black Knight.
And you basically you're hunting you're hunting this, or you got this bounty, and you land on this planet, and then your your rival blows up your ship. So now you're stuck on this planet, and you go through level. Now, I thought I bought this game on it was an Xbox 360 PS3 arcade game, and it's a 2D
Side scroller.
yeah, 2.5 side scroller, and the animations are fucking amazing for the time. I mean, but
It wouldn't be a side scroller if it was 2.5.
It could be.
it's a side scroller for 2.5.
No, 2.5.
I swear to
is
God, you looked at
isometric.
the cover in the back.
The thumbnail of the video review I looked up
I
was
did
kind of
not
weird.
use a -5 on this week. I promise.
Thank God.
I just hope
Somebody else I know did, but
I just hope you guys look past like the first 3 results for that and whatnot, like the actual gameplay.
but
Oh.
Because the first 3 results are not going to be gameplay.
But I guess I either re-downloaded the wrong game, the free trial, or I never owned the game. In my head, I'm thinking I owned the game, but I really enjoyed it for the time that it came out. And fun fact,
2011 was a dark time.
it was 2010.
2010 was a dark time.
And the DLC for it came out 5 years later, only on Steam.
Nice.
So,
5 years later? What is it, Borderlands 2?
keep in mind, this came out in 2010. And
That doesn't
It
help.
was also on Xbox Live.
yeah,
That does help.
yeah, it wasn't a full price game.
And if it makes things better, I'm pretty sure the company that released it sunk the company.
We got published
So-
by Atari.
So I should also say it's a webcomic turned into a
Chrome.
game.
Chrome Studios. Oh, it's a web comic.
Yeah, it's a webcomic that got turned into an animated.
Fun.
So that's all I got for it.
All right, let's throw some arbitrary numbers on it.
Let's do
So
it.
I'll go first. I gave Blade Kitten a 3.
I also gave it a 3.
Oh, give me a second.
Oh no.
Hey, you guys.
Okay, I give it a 1.
Oh no, you. Well,
Did you give it anything?
I gave it a 0.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, it's not
The
fine. It's in the
mediocreness.
sevens.
It's a
Oh,
7.
it's a 7.
It's a 7. The line of mediocrity. Oh no!
So-
Oh no!
We're gonna have this argument every week, aren't we?
I knew it. It's just like we're gonna have 1-7 every
Okay.
week, and then it's the first game.
So I literally thought, I'm like, if anybody's, there's a game that you Teletubbies. I'm like, okay, so either that one's getting negative or or Blakekin's getting negative. The only reason
Really? You thought it was going to be
I
Blake?
thought you were giving negative to
To be
Blakekin.
fair, I thought Phil was going to give it a negative.
I almost did, and I'm like, I need to relax just a little bit. The way you described the game sounded like it was fine.
So a 7, I'm happy. That's more
I
than
should've
I
just
thought I was
gave it a
gonna
1.
get.
Oh, man.
I was debating this when I was watching the videos. Like, should I give it points or no? And then I was like, no.
Nah.
And then it's 7. Of course, it's 7.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm happy.
To be fair, it's week 7, so I think all these
I
games
could
should
put
get
that over God
7s.
of War any day. I'll do that.
It's week 7, so I think all these games should get 7s.
No, I trust. I am absolutely convinced this next game will get more than a 7.
I hope so. What's the next game?
Unless anyone gave it a negative.
I don't know what the next game is.
Oh, it's Cubivore.
Cubivore, Survival of the Fittest.
Okay, so since I was the one who pitched this game, I guess I'll try to give a rundown of the 10 seconds I watched of it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I watched only 10 seconds too.
So did I.
I was watching some, I think it was like the first hour or whatever, and I was making my dinner. And so anyway, it starts with this like cube, and he's like, I'm alive!
Just watch the opening.
I'm alive, and now I must consume!
Isn't it a mating game?
No, I think it's an eating game. I think you just...
You get points for humping. You do.
No, you're eating them.
There's literally points for humping. There
Well,
is.
maybe there is. I don't know.
Well-
There is. I looked up a guide.
I saw this.
I am bored. I
I
am
am
alive.
alive.
And then literally the next thing he says is, I must consume.
I must consume.
What is it? The moon from Majora's Mask?
Oh my god.
No, it's actually no. I must take my place as like the highest being on this planet or whatever. I must eat.
This is so ridiculous.
So I guess none of us actually have anything to say about it, right?
So I can only watch a little bit of it. What sold me on it was the opening. The GameCube is a
It's a cube.
Yeah,
it's a cubivore.
Yeah, I really like that. And then
Also, sorry, what?
I was just gonna say the gameplay is of course GameCube, so it's a little older. But I'm like, I could see them redoing this. I couldn't tell what the fuck the things were though.
You know what the sad thing is? That game has a spirit in Smash Bros.
It does?
What?
Well, it's a rare game. It's a rare game.
Well, yeah, but still.
It's like a gem.
It also looked like Minecraft before Minecraft.
I can see that.
But yeah, no, there's a spirit in Smash Bros. Of the pig.
Oh.
And it's one of the odder ones.
Oh.
But anyway.
Alright.
Oh god, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, I gave it a 5 for
Holy-
the hump points.
Nice, nice.
Literally, I wrote that down. 5 for the hump points.
Oh, nice.
Literally, just for that.
I give it a 4.
Oh god! Oh,
yeah.
god!
That game bugged my eyes bugged the fuck out.
Well, I
and
guess-
the more I looked into it, the more I enjoyed
I'll
it.
go next. I gave it a 3.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
So I gave it a 4.
No! No!
That's 16!
I know!
That's the highest game!
Oh, man! It's done it! Finally, after 7 weeks!
We can retire!
Mario Odyssey's been dethroned!
We can retire!
Oh my god! Of course it would be this fucking game.
Oh my god!
We have destroyed the audio.
Oh shit!
That is amazing.
Oh shit, that's literally what I live for.
I shuffled some points around to give that 4. I wanted to give it 5.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting it higher too, because I'm like the 2 games I had. I'm like, I could see that, but I'm like, no. There's another game that's coming up. I'm like, that game I will give some points, but I really
Where's our number 1?
I can't believe it. A game that none of us have played.
Yeah.
and none of us watch anything.
And that was
for
the
more
shortest review we've ever had. I think we talked about it for
Yeah.
like 3 minutes.
You know, the sad thing is if you wanted to buy it, it's still like $120 from GameStop.
Dude, I saw a $300 something on
Than, so if anybody's listening to this podcast and you want to donate to us, we'll gladly take it from you.
I mean, well,
I mean, if it means
4
we can
points
play
off from
Cube-
being the max I could possibly get.
That's true.
if it means we could play Cubivore, I mean,
I'll play Cubivore. I'm done, you know.
I mean,
That is
well, I mean,
hilarious.
We know Jacob
Oh my
would play
God.
anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if that audio is just like static and
Oh,
not working.
No,
Yeah.
it's
We gotta put a headphones warning in this
Completely
for the
destroyed.
for the no people who are watching. This.
Oh yeah.
For the people with the volume all the way up.
Yep. All right. After God, like that had to be the second game.
Oh God.
Well, we move on to Freedom Wars.
So Freedom Wars. This is a game that's on the PS Vita, and it basically nobody talked about it. It's exclusive to Sony, and you play as a creative character, and you're in this prison, and you get
And literally everything you do gets you put in jail.
And
for longer.
if you don't follow the laws that are in that prison, you get more time on your prison sentence.
So it's like GTA. Everything
Not-
you do
not
gets you
as
put
good.
in jail.
But it's like an early think of God Eater.
You're not gonna. It's not an early one because Monster Hunter was around on the PS2.
Okay, so it's like Monster Hunter and God Eater kind of put together. You play in this prison.
Speaking of which, I think God Eater might have been on the Vita itself as well.
Probably, yeah.
The guy I looked up said
I'm-
it. Sorry.
I'm
bad at this,
I'm
so.
just trying to say that if you think of the gameplay, just think of it as God Eater.
Oh,
That's pretty much what the
That's
guy
what-
said. It was a God Eater clone.
good. Then I gave it the appropriate amount of points.
Because you basically do missions, and every monster you kill, it takes off time of your thing. But I got to a point where I didn't know where to go, and the game didn't tell me where to go.
And they just kept giving me more jail time.
I just couldn't do anything. I'm like, where do you want me to go, game?
I talked to a guard. He's just like 5 more years.
So that's all I got for it. If anybody else watched anything.
Go kill 5 more Rathalos.
I think I saw something that they had like grappling and stuff.
Yes.
Which seemed pretty cool.
Oh, so it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's literally what people were saying, and I'm like, ooh, that makes me interested. But as much as I do own a Vita, I think the only game I own for my Vita is Persona 4 Gold.
Yeah.
You mean the only worthwhile game?
I'll check out Freedom Wars
No,
when
you won't.
yes, I will.
No, you won't. You've already forgotten about Tales of Berseria.
I did delete it. I'm very sad that I did. I was enjoying it to an extent, but like the further I get away from that game, the more I realize it was fine.
Anyway, so points for Freedom Wars.
I gave it a 3.
2,
3.
0.
Nice.
so
8.
7, 3, 2, 3, 8. I'm an idiot. Anyway,
I was gonna say, did I
Thank
really
God.
just get a game another 7?
You were looking at me like I was the idiot, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, am I the idiot? Am I really?
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking the same thing too. I'm like, okay, am I not adding shit up right? Because I do that shit.
No. Jacob was sure. That's the joke he was making.
I was convinced I gave a game
No, I
another
was sure
7.
too.
And I just fucked up.
That's not bad.
All right.
That's a lot better than I thought. It was gonna get.
Above the line of mediocrity.
Nice.
I really thought Blake and
Barely treading water.
It's
You know-
halfway there to
You know what? It's
Q4.
better than
Yeah.
God of War and Red Dead Redemption. So.
Oh my god. All
And
right.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are better than Uncharted 4, apparently.
Oh man. All right. Now we move on to my personal addition to this list of fucking Play with the Teletubbies.
Jesus, why? Abomination.
This game, I have never watched Teletubbies.
I thought that was interesting since we're the same age.
I hated the Teletubbies when I was a kid.
And I got to watch this game played by the Game Grumps, and it is an episode that I lose my mind to every time I watch it. I come
He's
back-
playing Teletubbies! Tommy Custard!
Oh my god, the fucking like speaker that just comes out and goes. And you're
That's
like,
literally what it is.
What the fuck is this? Everything about Teletubbies is a drug-induced hallucination, and it's fucking weird. And I'm sorry, but I don't know if children get anything out of Teletubbies.
I sure as hell didn't.
I don't necessarily think it hurts them, but I don't think it helps
I sure
them.
as hell don't believe that.
There was one part I watched where, what's the fucking robot on the floor?
I don't fucking know.
It's like it's like 2 words, but the Teletubbies, one was chasing it
Yeah.
around the circle. It was the camera was fixed in one spot, and then one would chase it, and then another would join it chasing it, and then 3 would start chasing it, and then the 4th one would start chasing it, and then as soon as it gets caught, they all hugged it. It's the robot on the ground. It was just
Yeah, so I watched a little of it, And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed in how they recreated the nightmares.
Yeah.
Because I was watching them, like, I don't know what's going on, but man, this is very scary.
Yeah.
Like, he just spawned the other Teletubbies, and now they're just blinking in and out of existence.
Oh my god. I think I watched them play hide and seek, and it was awful. It was just... No, there was the fucking rubber duck. I think he chases the duck, and then for some fucking reason, I think that's when the speaker comes up, and it just goes, "The duck says quack." Quack, quack, quack. And it's like, I'm going to lose my mind. So, yeah, let's, I gave Play with the Teletubbies at 3.
Why?
Because that game brings me joy. While
Teletubbies should never bring any human being joy.
Alright, so if anybody's been paying attention to my points, this is going to be fairly obvious. I gave it a 0. But I will commend them on recreating them nightmares.
And I gave it a 0 too. I was leaning towards the -5, but I didn't want to do it just because I don't think that's fair to Teletubbies. But
okay.
Aaron's looking
Please
at
tell me you tanked it.
-5.
It deserves to be in the 0s.
I was kind of hoping you would give it a 0 so we could rank it higher than Uncharted 4.
I mean,
Damn it! If I did, because I didn't have to use that.
That's true. That's fine.
Early argument. Is it better or worse than Mass Effect Andromeda?
Better.
To be fair, it does recreate nightmares. But
it recreates the experience it aimed to create.
So we'll have to fight this one out.
Everything should get put above Mass Effect Andromeda.
I don't know.
Until we get a -20, and we'll have no choice.
So
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
so what determines a negative? Do we all have to use?
We
negatives?
all have to put our -5 on the same game.
So we can. The only negative we can get is a -20.
Yes.
Okay.
It's either 0 or -20, nowhere in between.
-20 is the absolute trash.
So 0, 0, -5, -5 can't be a -10.
Nope.
That blows.
It does, but
Well, it has to be a consensus of all is hating the game.
Yes.
yeah, which makes the -20s like a fucking.
The
award.
-20s are just as good as the 20s.
Which we still don't have.
I mean that cubicle was really close.
Cubivore got
Or cubicle. Cubivore.
Cubivore is...
I don't even know the name of the game, and I gave it a 5.
So glad that Cubivore is our top. There's something wonderful about that, because Mario Odyssey felt really like cliche. And
sad thing is it's another Nintendo exclusive, but
Yeah, we're all Nintendo fanboys here.
yeah, that's true.
our Xbox fanboy doesn't show up at all.
Hey, we can all be Nintendo fanboys
Oh,
here.
okay. So off the record. So
It's not off the record, it's on the record.
Sorry, I meant to say off topic. So I talked to Aaron a while ago, and I was like, "You know what Recore is?" And Aaron's like, "I never heard of that game."
I've heard of it. I just never played it.
Okay, well, I took it as you didn't hear it or never played it.
He's just trying to save face now.
So I called my other Xbox friend, and I was talking to him. I was like, "So have you ever heard this game called Recore?" He's like, "No, I never heard of it." I'm like, "This is a Microsoft exclusive."
I've heard it's pretty bad.
Oh, it's boring. It's not bad. It's boring.
I don't know.
But
The 10 seconds I played it was kind of fun.
I just thought it was interesting that my two Xbox friends never heard, or I guess I assumed that you never heard of it, but like
I couldn't tell you the plot of it.
I can't tell you the plot of it either.
Anyway,
Okay, so
our final game.
I was gonna tell you that before.
No, it's SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's my game.
Yeah.
I should have went with a bad game, considering all these games are pretty bad.
It's fine.
No, what are you
Freedom
talking
Wars isn't
about?
terrible.
Well, besides Freedom Wars, it's like
Cubivore's probably not bad. It's just nobody can play it.
Cubivore is...
In Oddity.
Yeah.
I was concerned about all of us with all these games.
Anyway, go on and explain your SpongeBob.
Okay, so it's pretty much a SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's pretty much just a collectathon. You play as SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy. I really wish you could play as Squidward, because Squidward's my favorite character in SpongeBob. He's easily the best.
Are you flashing gang signs?
I'm talking with my hands.
You look like you were flashing gang signs.
I mean,
Squidward's my favorite, yo.
We all get
It's my favorite, yo. Favorite character.
He's like, Jim goes first. Then Phil.
So anyway, you said they added memes to the remake?
Yeah, there's handsome Squidward. There's Caveman SpongeBob in the level when you're in the caves.
Oh.
There's Surprise, or I think it's Surprise Patrick is what it's called. The one where he's...
Who are you people?
I don't know the actual name of him, but I just know the image of him.
Did they make SpongeBob gay in that game?
SpongeBob, I don't get how SpongeBob can be gay.
Nobody knows.
He's asexual.
Well, they made
That's
him gay.
fair.
That's kind of what the creator said.
Yeah, but
Oh, no, the creator's dead.
okay, but we're talking about the game here.
That's true.
It is. They're not even talking about the game. They're updated. They updated the game, so I was curious if they made him fall in love with Patrick. All that fan
No,
art.
he's in love with Squidward. Remember the one episode where he's like, "Bye, Squidward. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward."
Oh my god.
I love that.
So, they added memes, they updated the graphics, and
Graphics are pretty good.
it still looks like it's gotten 4 game.
It's pretty much, they're remastering a bunch of those games. You collect golden spatulas, 100 of them to be exact. Pretty much visit every place in Bikini Bottom. You fight Plankton's robotic army. I don't know why I can't speak.
It's robot armor.
Yes.
Close enough.
Just like a Mega Man's ride armor.
You fight a robot Muscle Bob Buff Pants, if you remember that episode. Okay, I know SpongeBob here better than everybody, I guess.
You played
I
the
love
Super Bowl?
SpongeBob, but
What?
You played the Super Bowl?
The Bubble Bowl.
I wish.
Bowl.
I wish. Played at the Bubble Bowl.
Okay,
Yeah.
it sounds like you're running out of things to say here.
You
about
collect
SpongeBob.
It's a collectathon. It's very basic.
Were you about to say you were going to collect Patrick's?
You collect Patrick's socks, and
Oh,
that
wow.
and for every 10, there's 80 of them in the game.
that's funny.
And for every
actually.
10 of them, he gives you a golden spatula.
Oh.
And then you, they're called shinies, I think. You collect these shiny things, and you give them Mr. Krabs. And
Oh.
then you need to collect like a lot of them, like 100,000 of them. And then he gives you golden spatulas for that. It was an easy platinum.
Alright then.
I gave it a 5
Nice.
because I like it. It's a really classic PlayStation game.
I heard there were memes, so I gave it a 0.
Oh my god.
Did you give it, Phil?
It was 0.
I gave it a 1.
Yeah!
It's not mediocre.
Six. Woo!
It's a 6.
Woo!
Alright. So,
Says the guy who shares memes every day on Twitter.
Yes, but they're not SpongeBob memes.
SpongeBob is the king of memes.
No.
Yeah.
So, are we in agreement that we'll play Teletubbies right over Mass Effect?
I was.
Yeah, we can put that over. Yeah, we can put that over Mass Effect. I had to think about that for a sec.
Yeah, I guess. I
oh,
mean,
below Assassin's Creed 3.
That got a 0?
Yes, it did.
yeah.
To
So,
me. I gave that a negative.
Oh yeah, you did. I couldn't remember why.
Because I had a shitty time with it.
'Cause
I was very excited for it, and I
I think I gave it a 3.
had a really rough time. It disappointed.
Because I like Assassin's Creed 3 more than playing Teletubbies. I'm just gonna throw it out there. But I also like Mass Effect. But I can agree to disagree and put Teletubbies over Mass Effect.
Alright.
Mass Effect deserves to be at the bottom. That game was
you know what?
terrible.
No, put it at the bottom. It deserves to be at the bottom. Just out of spite. Phil, where do you think it goes? Do you think it goes below Mass Effect? You had more fun with Mass Effect than you did Teletubbies?
I never played either of these games. But I got way more enjoyment out of playing with the Teletubbies.
Okay, so
than I-
Teletubbies goes on the bottom.
No!
No.
That is not what
No,
that means.
no.
I had way more enjoyment out of playing with the Teletubbies than anything coming out of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Thank you. So it should be above Mass Effect.
Alright, so SpongeBob. I think there's like, what, only 2 6s or 1 6?
There are 2 6s, Metal Wolf Chaos XT and Homefront. I would put it in the...
I guess I could put it in between. Yeah.
Anywhere below Metal Wolf.
Yes.
I personally don't care.
Alright, so we'll go Homefront bottom, then SpongeBob.
Okay. We got a big list now.
No.
What is... Wait.
Eventually we're gonna have every single
No,
video
we're not.
game.
SpongeBob was sitting
There are
right
more
here.
than 5 games that come out a week.
SpongeBob was sitting right
Eventually,
here.
there's
and y'all
literally
gave him
no
zeros.
way.
When the world ends,
SpongeBob was sitting right here, and y'all gave him zeros. Y'all
Yeah,
had the
I gave
audacity.
him 1.
It's true. I did give him 1.
One's pretty bad as well.
I could give him -5. I mean,
He could have done that for the memes.
Mm,
True.
Alright.
so Freedom Wars.
Freedom.
I know it's 8 Eyes.
No. No, 8 Eyes has 9.
No,
Oh, that's
I was gonna
right.
say,
Oh, I always get that joke
it's
wrong.
Bioshock 2 and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Oh.
Put it above Pokemon.
I could do that. I could do above Pokemon.
What game?
Bioshock 2
and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I'd put it at the bottom.
And this is for Blade Kitten. The game with the talking
No,
sword.
this is for free.
I put
Oh,
Pokemon
Blade
at the top.
Kittens are 7.
Right,
We're
right.
doing that one
Sorry.
last.
I put
But-
Pokemon at the top.
Well, it's in the middle.
Oh.
If you put this at the bottom. But I personally put it at the bottom.
So you're saying bottom. You're saying,
Bottom.
I'm saying middle.
and I'm saying middle.
Flip a coin.
I guess that's what's. Yeah, well, I guess
We'll
that's-
flip a SpongeBob.
That'll do.
If it lands on SpongeBob's head, it goes to the
Yeah.
middle. If it lands on SpongeBob's
All right,
bottom,
well, I'll flip it on. I'll flip it on the.
I can't see that.
Well, you can stand up. I
Why don't you just throw it over there?
yeah, just throw it at the
No,
wall.
there's puke over there.
Who cares?
I don't see puke.
Alright. So what did you say? Top is.
Top is bottom, bottom is middle.
Does that make sense?
All right, so it's bottom's facing up.
Yes! Gets to go to the bottom.
Wait, I thought bottom was middle.
I thought bottom was bottom.
No, top is bottom.
I thought top was bottom. I thought bottom was top.
All right, we'll flip it one more time.
Oh my god. We're just gonna make bottom the bottom. That'll be
Okay.
easy.
Okay. Yeah. Bottom is bottom, and then top is middle.
Fine, whatever.
All right. That's top.
Damn it.
Damn it, we had this one, Phil.
I'm actually glad that it did something different, just so it went, do the same thing twice. All right, so Freedom Wars and then Pokemon.
Alright, now it's time for the great debate
the
on
battle of
sevens.
sevens. So the current order is Wetrix, God of War 4, Perfect Dark, Call of Duty World at War, Red Dead Redemption, Yakuza 4, and Banjo Pilot.
I would put it over Banjo Pilot.
I would put it
I'm
over
fine with
God
that.
of War 4. It has
Wow.
more lovable characters. It has a talking sword. Does God of War have a talking sword?
Or what do you
Does it
say?
have a talking axe?
Yeah, say Aaron.
Head.
I'm with you. It should go over Banjo Pilot.
Alright, so we're all in agreement where it should go. It should go at the top.
No Wetrix belongs at the top.
Well, it's going above God of War, but not above Wetrix.
Okay, that's fine.
See? I've convinced another one.
I don't know. I like God of War over.
Wait, where's Red Dead at?
Near the
Over
bottom.
Red Dead's like third from the bottom.
So Blade Kitten would be under Red Dead.
Okay.
Why?
That's fine.
Wait, what? No, it wouldn't.
Dude, there's so many
'Cause it-
points of
It'd be above
mediocrity.
it.
There's so much
Blade
mediocrity
would
in
be
this
above
list.
it if we put it where we're going to put it right now.
If we put it above God of War, it's
Yeah,
above Red Dead.
Yeah.
You know. That's what I said.
Wait,
That-
so
that-
you didn't convince me.
that's where I'm petitioning.
Or where
Wait, so you didn't convince me. It goes under.
Where I said was over Banjo Pilot, so that would be under Red Dead.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it being
Over Banjo Pilot, below Red Dead. That's my vote.
But what about Yakuza 4? I personally,
I don't care, Yakuza
I put it below Yakuza 4.
I was gonna say,
I don't care where it goes.
I have no interest in Yakuza, so I don't care.
I don't either.
If it doesn't go above God of War, I don't care where it goes.
All right, so I guess it's over Banjo.
All right.
All right.
That took
And now time to debate our 116.
it's already there. I put
Shit,
it down
man.
there first. Fucking survival of the fittest,
Now, to go on another 7 weeks with this game being on top.
dude. It'll be hard to top.
It's gonna be hard to top of 60.
I still can't believe that got so many fucking.
I can. Have you seen the other things that got up there?
Uh,
Far Cry 5 is up there past 10.
True. We don't even have a 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. All right. Let's.
Well, speaking of Far Cry, I
The
guess we're
ramble?
going to- Yeah, going to.
Oh, I was
ramble.
gonna read the list.
Oh, you want to read? Okay.
I
Are
want
you
to.
sure you want to read the list? That's
I want to
40.
read the
I have-
list now that we
I
have a
have-
top one.
I have a perfect segue.
Okay.
Okay.
Into what?
Into Far Cry 6 being revealed yesterday.
Is there an actual trailer?
Yeah, it got
Okay.
revealed yesterday.
I didn't see it.
Now go ahead and read the list.
All right.
revealed yesterday.
You already took your bulldozer and ran right over that. Segue.
I mean, I am. The
To be
host.
fair, you had a rickety fence there.
Have you guys seen Breaking Bad?
No,
Let
my
him read
God.
the list. Well, okay, what's your reference?
Okay, I was just gonna say, if you have seen Breaking Bad, apparently the villain is Gus from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys seen that.
Well,
Oh, we're talking about Far Cry 6.
Yes. Yes, because I thought that's what we were talking about.
Aaron took his bulldozer and ran over where
No, he
Phil's
just
bulldozer
flew a plane over, and I'm just like, well, fuck it. My bulldozer can't reach that.
I forgot we're reading a script, okay?
We're not reading no script.
Apparently, got
I'm
one.
reading this
Oh.
Coke bottle that's in front of me.
All right, so go ahead.
All right, because we got a new top, I really do want to read the list. So, at the top is Cubivore Survival of the Fittest with a lovely 16. Finally usurping the previous two vying for the top, Mario Odyssey and Smash 64 with 14s.
Wait. They were 14s? They weren't 15s?
They were 14s.
Oh, I thought they were 15s.
No. Below that, we have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion with a 13.
You're gonna say 6. I heard it. What? I said I heard he's gonna say 6.
I don't want to talk about Elder Scrolls 6.
Neither does Bethesda.
True.
Yeah, that is true.
Below that, we have Far Cry 5 with a 12. Below that is RE3 Make with an 11. Then we have the 2 9s, 8 Eyes, and Fable 3.
That was funny, I'm sorry.
Really bad. The 3 8s now, Bioshock 2, Freedom Wars, and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. The Sea of 7s, Wet Tricks.
I think it's turning into an ocean now.
Oh, we're getting there. It's still a sea, but it's getting pretty deep. Wet Tricks, God of War, Perfect Dark, God of War 4, sorry. Call of Duty, World at War, Red Dead Redemption, Yakuza 4, Blade Kitten, and Banjo Pilot. Then we have our 3 6s, Metal Wolf Chaos XD, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, and Homefront. Then we have our 4 5s, Final Fight, Pac-Man Party, Tales of Berseria, and State of Decay 2. Our singular 4 in Octodad. Too bad it didn't make an 8.
Yeah, that's kind of your fault.
So, Shadow. If I gave it a -5, it would have had a 9.
Yeah, well, maybe
So
I would
that-
have given it one less point.
That's anyway. Then our lone 3, Shadow the Hedgehog, alone as he will ever be, as he should be. Our 2 2s, Cruising USA and Uncharted 4. Our 1, Naughty Bear. Then our slowly widening river of zeros. I like to refer to as the river Styx because they're all dead. For someone to innocent sin, that will make somebody mad. Mega Man Soccer, that will make no one mad. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed 3, that will make many people mad. Play with the Teletubbies. If you're mad about that, fuck you. And Mass Effect Andromeda, also if you're mad about that, come on.
Blame Aaron.
Where it belongs.
And that is our fucking list.
I don't think I said that last week after you said Matt's picking Andromeda.
I don't remember.
No,
I'll say it again. Where it belongs.
Alright.
So my segue, and this is just short news. There's going to be a Ubisoft conference tomorrow, which when you're hearing this is going to be yesterday. So they announced Far Cry. Well, it got leaked. I don't think anything really gets leaked anymore. I think they just put it out there just to get buzz. So Far Cry 6 is announced. There's going to be more news on Watch Dogs Legion. What's that? What's the Ubisoft's knockoff of Breath of the Wild? Gods of Men or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Isn't every Ubisoft game technically a knockoff of Breath of the
No,
Wild?
this one actually looks like Breath of the Wild.
Oh, that's...
No, it's something with wind in the name.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I saw this game, the PS4 and Xbox trend. I was like, this is literally Breath of the Wild because you have literally a paraglider.
Yeah.
And I was
and then there was that other Breath of the Wild clone, Genshin Impact or whatever.
So they're rebranding the name. So whatever name it is, it's getting rebranded to something else. I think, and they're
Wind of the Wild. Oh no.
Yeah.
What did we do?
And
no, it would be Wind of the Wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
the next, or I don't know if anybody, I don't think anybody in this group really cares about battle royales besides me to an extent. But they Hyperscape or Hyperspace, I don't know which one it's called, but it's their battle royale and it's going to be they're going to show more of it at their conference.
It seems like it's too late to get into the battle royale genre.
It's too late if you don't have any new ideas.
Yeah, which is why the car one was like.
Wait, hold on. Car one.
Are you talking about H1Z1, right?
No, there was a. It was at the PlayStation.
Oh, that's not a battle royale though.
Sure, look.
That's like a Rocket League cross Twisted Metal.
But the way I don't know, I just got battle royale vibes from it, which I mean.
It's probably because the
it's
characters
different.
look like.
All the characters are so ridiculous.
So this for the news I have is basically Microsoft heavy. Microsoft's having their press conference. I think we talked a little bit about it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
We keep bringing it up because we didn't know when it was.
Yeah, so now they officially announced that it's going to be July 23rd.
2 weeks from yesterday.
Hope we'll get a prize.
It's what?
I think it's 2 weeks from yesterday. No?
2 weeks? Yeah. I think it's a Thursday.
Yeah, because I thought today was the 10th, but I think it's the 11th.
It's the 11th.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be all their exclusives, so it'll be interesting to see what all the parties.
I really want them to come
involve.
back with their games like really bad.
So is that all you got?
I get also with the Microsoft. I think right after that, there's going to be a week of they're saying 60 demos could lead up to 100 demos, and you got to play the demos within that week because after that week's done, they're getting rid of all the demos for upcoming games. It's kind of like I think it's in response to the E3 being canceled. So like they're like, hey, since nobody went to E3 and we can't really tell you what these games are, we'll just let you play them. And
Like,
so
they're just letting anybody play them on the Xbox
Yeah.
One?
I don't know if you have to have a membership or not.
Probably, I'm going to guess maybe like a Game Pass. Gold.
And then my final thing for Microsoft is that they're looking to acquire WWE games. AT&T owns Warner Brothers, I think, and so they're selling their division. So these games, these groups that they're going to looking to acquire, they made the Batman Arkham games, NetherRealm. Yeah, the
I was actually going to look them up, see if they're actually a part of that.
Mortal Kombat team, but yeah, it'd be interesting. They wouldn't get the Batman license, but they would get the developers like Rocksteady and stuff.
Get the studios.
So I mean, if Microsoft did acquire that, they're going to be probably kicking ass by
if they use the studios properly.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of their big flaw with Rare, is that they never used them
Well,
properly.
that was before Phil Spencer took over, which was.
Phil Spencer's done a lot of good for Xbox. You got to admit that.
Oh yeah, dude, he's turned that ship that he's patched up those holes that the original the guy before him just was like iceberg. Let's run right into it.
Well, I mean, the sad part was Microsoft was ready to just abandon Xbox because it was losing the money, and I will admit, like ever since the complete failure of the Xbox One launch, it has only gotten more and more enticing.
They did bounce back pretty good after Phil Spencer stepped in.
There is a significant. I'm not going to get a Series X, but I am going to look into getting an Xbox One. After
You could get a
launches.
Series S.
No.
Have you seen it? It's sort of like a cube. It's like a GameCube after the GameCube.
But does it come with a handle?
No.
So you can't use it as a bludgeoning weapon, ergo meaning that the GameCube is a better console.
So I love that you can drop the GameCube out of a moving vehicle and frame rates improve.
Yeah.
Like that's the fucking best.
I've seen a video of a guy trying to destroy a GameCube. Like he throws it off a roof, like a 4-story roof.
And you know what happens? It turns into a monster and eats him.
Yeah, pretty much. I am alive.
And now I must feast. And then my final news is for any wrestling fans, more info came out of WWE Battlegrounds, their All-Stars knockoff, and the game looks still like shit. So hopefully it's not $60. And
No, it's gotta be $60.
probably because they're not doing a 2K game.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw the trailer and I half wanted to buy it.
I want to buy it too. I'm glad that they're not they're focusing on both legends that nobody really cares about. Or I shouldn't say care about, but they haven't really been focused on. And then new superstars. Like I don't think Becky Lynch, she's pregnant, but I don't think she's on the cover.
I think she is. She's just overshadowed by Stone Cold and The Rock.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Is like, yeah, let's we can't move on because we can't build stars anymore. So that's all I got.
So in the
It's
spirit
because they
of
have no fucking competition. The best stuff.
Oh no,
that
they have bad competition now. AEW.
Oh, well, maybe that'll drive them to do something, because that was the coolest thing I learned about WCW, was that having competition brought some of the best out of the WWF ever.
So in the spirit of companies announcing things, I just want to talk about the Nintendo Treehouse the other day, where Nintendo has set up this whole thing for Way Forward, where like they're getting a new IP that they've never dealt with before, and everybody's like, "Oh man, it's gonna be Wario Land 5, or it's gonna be Metroid." And then literally like an hour later, after they saw Wario Land and Metroid trending on Twitter, they're like, "No, it's a third party IP."
Oh.
And then they play it, and it's Bakugan.
The fucking ball monsters, damn it.
It was so good. Because the guy looked genuinely happy to announce Bakugan, and I just like, nope, I'm turning off stream. I don't care.
Yeah, I think he might have misread the room.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm really excited for this, so everybody's automatically excited for this, and then everybody's like, what?
Man, everybody was excited about it, and then just everybody stopped watching because they're like, no.
I don't know why Nintendo has been like the past few months with like directs and like presents, including Pokemon, have just been like trolling their audience. It's like, hey, here's something you probably want, and probably what we think you'll be excited for. Well, you won't be. We are, but you won't be.
I'm not trying to press you on it, but I'm trying to think. What was Nintendo trolling on?
The only thing I can think of was Pokemon Union.
That's what it was.
Unite.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then like, who's really going to be excited for Bakugan?
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, they did try to stop people's hype when they said, "Hey, it's a third party."
Yeah, but I mean, if it's by Way Forward, I'm sure it'll be a good game. It's just I have never given less of a shit.
And you got to think too, there hasn't been a Nintendo Direct in a while, so people are like really like, I guess.
But I think the last one was March.
Thirsty for games? I don't know. I can't think of a word.
We are definitely parched. I will say
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I am fine if they don't announce any more games for a while.
I mean, that is true.
I have
sense.
a massive backlog.
I have a backlog that I keep forgetting. It's a problem. I'll think, I'm like, what do I want to play? And I'll literally forget my backlog.
Like, in the last 3 months, I've added at least 50-some games.
Jesus Christ.
That's because that GameStop sale.
Yeah, no, GameStop really fucked me.
I am so glad I did not partake in that.
Same, honestly.
There were so many games.
I know, but a
And
lot
they
of
were
them
so
just I don't
cheap.
have.
I'm sure there was, and I'm sure they were. I just, I keep
You
buying...
should have made your... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to-
I'm looking at GameStop and maybe Video Games Etc. for like a copy of Skyward Sword because I don't own a physical copy of it.
I think they've got Skyward Sword.
I've never
there.
seen one there.
My bulldozer is flat.
I don't want to play pay like $50 for it though.
Okay,
Probably wouldn't be $50.
So let's try reinflating Phil's bulldozer.
I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Wait, what happened? Why did everybody laugh?
You ran over his bulldozer with your steamroller.
What are
You DO'd a steamroller onto my bulldozer. I am dead.
He was backing out, and I accidentally rear-ended him, and I said sorry, and I was like, you can go. And I went forward, and then Aaron just came flying and just charged me through.
And I'm just gone. My topic is a crunched up car that I cannot make heads or tails out of.
Is that twice now that I've done that?
Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna pull away for a little bit.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's twice. Like Phil's just about to come up and stuff, and I'm just like, "Hey, here's." I apologize.
It's fine. It's funnier. It's funny when it becomes a joke. I don't mind.
It's just the fact that I instantly turned around and you just kept going. You're like, okay, this is
Well, I'm bad at picking the
You don't feel bad.
I do.
If we're laughing, it's fine.
I feel bad for who I am. Okay.
That's alright.
Don't worry, we all do.
If we had an audience, they would love this.
Yeah, let's do this in front of a live audience.
Sometimes
No,
I don't
fuck
realize
that.
Sometimes I don't realize the shit I'm doing wrong.
It's alright.
Not a big deal. Fuck. I don't even have a semblance of what I was going to talk about.
You know what's funny is I don't even remember.
Because I ruined it.
Because I was gonna say something to follow up on yours, and then I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Dude, just don't worry about it. So what we were talking about directs, and we were talking about being parched, and we were talking about disappointing games because, oh my god,
It's been really dry. Like, there's just been nothing really revealed this year.
I mean, I've been glad that it's been a little dry because, like, for those who, I don't know, whatever, it's important in context. I was in a committed relationship for a good long while, not a long while, but for long enough, and it definitely impacted my ability to play games, especially since she had kids and I had to play parent. Not to demean being a step parent, it's just it was complicated. That's what I'll look at. But yeah, having ended that relationship and having so much free time, it's nice that there hasn't been a lot piled on because I've been able to go back to shit that I wanted to play. Like I beat the Outer Worlds. I beat.
Now, was that the Switch version or the PS4?
I have not beaten the Switch version yet. I beat the PS4 version, not twice. I was in the middle of the second playthrough, and when I finally decided I was done.
Everybody's just leaving.
At least he had the decency to wait for me to come back.
Yeah. Well, there's only one bathroom.
That's not what I was doing.
Right.
It has something to do with the shame corner.
The shame corner? What? What do you have to feel ashamed for?
That's why I
Maybe the
always
fact
say-
that you torture yourself with shitty games
Hey.
and won't play games that I recommend that are good?
I played the entire Yakuzas. I played all the Souls. I played like 4 Personas. What are you talking about? I don't play games you recommend.
Devil May Cry!
I tried that one.
Play 3.
I can't play 3 because it's not the first one.
It is!
Is it?
Yes!
Oh, maybe I'll give it a shot then.
It's basically the Yakuza 0.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that.
It's called Dante's Awakening!
It's called 3.
Anyway, yes, chronologically, Devil May Cry 3, then 1, then 2. You don't have to play 2.
Well, 2 leads into 4, right?
Not really.
Which one leads into the reboot?
None of them.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
It's Capcom's shitty expectations of sales for 4. That's what leads into the reboot.
Yes, I see.
So, no, what you need is to go... Because here's the thing. The fucking recap in 5 puts more emphasis on the anime than it does on 2.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And the anime apparently is terrible.
So 2 is incredibly important.
Lucia doesn't even exist.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. But,
You say exactly like I played the game and I should know.
I know,
who
but,
it is.
but my point is that there are characters that are showing up from the anime, and they're not bringing up anybody from 2. 2 just gets real glossed over.
I don't know, it's still to play. It's in the collection.
I mean, if you really want to do that to yourself, that's fine.
It's like Dragon Guard 2.
Yeah.
One day I'll buy that, and then one day I'll just let it sit on my shelf.
It's not great from what I've seen, especially since the dragon combat in Dragon Guard 1 is actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
As opposed to... Well, okay, I enjoy the Muso part. I think some parts of it are way too fucking hard. I have literally gotten stonewalled on Dragon Guard. It's really disappointing because I wanted to beat that game, but I can't do it. It's too fucking difficult. I'm not good at Muso games.
I can't believe it. They're literally the easiest games.
Not Dragon Guard.
Except for, Warriors, or, Orochi Warriors 3 or whatever. Warriors Orochi 3, there we go, that's the name.
Okay.
There is a cyber ninja, and he will wreck your shit.
Okay, but that's a singular character. I'm talking about still getting fucked up by, like, the basic groups of enemies.
Oh,
because
well.
they keep leveling up.
Well, you know, you gotta hit them before they level up.
That doesn't work when they're at... You know what?
When does the text-based portion of Dragon Guard come in? There is a text-based portion, right?
Not like in Nier.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That was
It
my
really is.
That was my favorite part, because I turned
mean-
off the game there.
I mean, come on, man. That
Well,
part's great.
No, the second time it sucked, because I didn't understand what was going on.
Okay.
In the B storyline or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, I don't know what's going on, I don't care anymore. I saw the credits roll once.
I mean,
There's another game I played that you recommended.
Yes.
You can't be coming at me like, oh, you never played the games I recommend.
It's just because there's certain ones, like, you touched Ace Combat, and I think you literally came back and said it was blue. And
It
I'm
was
like,
blue.
I'm like, yeah, because it's one of those weird ones
I didn't
where...
even see a cloud. It was just blue.
Because you're that high up.
I still see clouds.
No,
I should be able to look over the cockpit and be like, oh, look, there's a cloud.
when you're like 20,000 feet above...
There should be other colors besides blue up there, though. There should at least be another ship, a plane, something.
They're just so far away that they're just basically dots when you shoot at them.
Yeah, they were blue pixels, that's all.
Anyway, I do need to, like, show you Ace Combat 5 just because of how stupid it is. It's so fun.
It doesn't have the dog, so I don't really care that much.
Ace Combat 7 is stupid in its own way. Ace Combat games are just kind of, like, dumb and ridiculous and very, like, down-to-earth, but anime as shit. They love the Japanese, like, double climax, where it's like, you know, you defeat, you do the equivalent of defeating the Spiral King, and then suddenly the anti-spiral show up.
Oh boy.
But in this case,
That's a reference that flew over these guys' heads.
Yeah, it does. But like two big spikes tends to be a thing in like Japanese stuff, where it's like, and in Ace Combat, it's always like, and we built a second one.
Well, I mean,
Excuse me, you had
they built a second Death Star.
You built a city-sized airplane that holds more airplanes and shoots missiles and has a shield, and you built another one secretly all this time.
To be fair, Eggman did build a second egg carrier.
But I let that happen because Sonic... you have to understand how grounded Ace Combat pretends to be. It is...
Well,
it's about war. But then the anime shit happens, and you're like, this
when
character...
When do they get Gundams? Because I feel like that should be a crossover.
I don't even know if they have them in Electrosphere, but Electrosphere goes places.
You know what's funny is that I play, I think, number 5 on the PS3. Ace Combat 5.
It was not on the PS3, it's on PS2.
I played some combat game, Ace Combat, on the PS3. Or 360. 360. One of them was on 360.
It would be 6.
And I got no, like, it's so funny, like, I got no anime vibes from that game at all. I know I played like an hour because I was like, fucking
that would be why.
The game was great, brown.
Yeah, it is!
Jacob's like, because I thought of the color, I'm like, when I played it, I was like, we're in a desert. And I'm like, wow, this is boring.
I mean, it's a war game.
And I wish I would have got that shit that you had.
Because... it's about 5. 5 is the dumbest one because 5 has characters coming back from the dead and fucking betrayals upon betrayals upon betrayals, and these characters turn out to be the secret villains, and it's all about this war from 15 years ago that no one really talked about.
So wait, it's basically just Yakuza but in airplanes?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll go back and give the blue game another chance.
You might have to. The problem is that it's sparsed in between. You have to love the gameplay to get through it, which is why I've offered to play it.
Do I have to buy like a pilot controller?
No, you can play with a controller.
I know you can, but like to get into it, like you really gotta like.
No, I just put myself in cockpit mode and
you gotta buy a plane, Jacob, to get into it.
You're right.
You gotta play it in a jet.
In a jet, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally go to the airfield, get in a jet, and then play the game.
Oh, I was thinking just pulling like a jet into your driveway. Just kind of tearing into both your neighbors' houses.
They are...
And also have a joystick.
Fighter aircraft are smaller than you think.
Yeah, but his driveway is smaller than that.
That is true. It would probably still cleave into both the adjacent houses.
Alright, so I got my game plan. I just need to make some money to get a fighter jet.
Okay.
Let's
calm down.
Those are probably like, what, $20 at Walmart?
Oh, yeah, never mind the fact that a fucking F-22 costs like $1 billion.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I'm not.
We can hijack one.
I'm not looking for like a high-tech one.
How do we hijack it if we can't find it? They're stealth airplanes.
Well, we gotta try.
Metal detectors.
That would work, actually.
I mean, I've got a metal detector at home, still in the box, still brand new.
Why?
Because it was on sale.
That's a coffee maker.
Okay.
We all stopped.
I thought it was a dog, and I was like, the fuck?
Hey, a Maine Coon.
Yeah.
Surprise! It's not really a Maine Coon. It's actually a coyote.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is a question I've had mulling around for a while. You guys have any like weird associations with games? Like you associate them with weird times?
Yeah.
Because mine is Bloodborne. I call that a Thanksgiving game.
Why?
Because the DLC came out in November, and that's when I remember playing it the most.
Okay.
And it just, every time I see it, I'm like, oh boy, there's going to be turkey in the oven. I'm going to go out and get some cranberry sauce.
Oh my god. Okay. I've talked about it before, I think, but Metal Gear Solid 5, my entire experience with that game was I got it right after Burning Man. And at Burning Man, my mom and I were part of a bakery. And I planned to make sugar cookies, but I never made those sugar cookies. So I had this, like a small basketball-sized ball of cookie dough.
That's a huge wad of dough.
That sounds good.
And I grabbed myself a giant bag of chocolate chips and mixed it in. And I ate that for like 3 days straight while I played Metal Gear Solid 5. So my experience with that game is pure joy. And that's why I think that association with like joy is why I love coming back to that game. And I get why Metal Gear fans aren't the biggest fan of that game, but I love playing that game, and every time I play that game,
I just think of the giant wad of cookie dough.
Dude, I crave it sometimes, and it's bad. Because I'd have to make a fucking huge wad of cookie dough. It's a pain in the ass.
Phil, why haven't you been at work for the last 3 days? I've been eating cookie dough on the couch.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Like, I have ones that are real nostalgic, but that's not specific enough to be interesting. I mean, I associate Mighty Number 9 with disappointment.
Yeah, but that's not like a time of the year.
True.
I suppose my normal one would be Ocarina of Time. I always associate with summer. Just because that's when I'm always like, well, time to play through my yearly...
You play it every year?
I try to.
So I guess I could do that with like a Zelda game.
You see, back in the day, before I had money, I had a bunch of Zelda games, and I would just be like, well, it's summertime, I'm not in school, time to marathon these.
Yeah,
and
I used to do that.
I would just play each of them back to back.
Alright.
And Ocarina of Time is the only one that survived that. So I still play that I try to play it at least once a year.
I think mine's is more recent. I think Fortnite, we start really playing it in the summertime. So every time the summertime comes around, I just remember that time that we spent literally like 10 hours a day, each day, getting off work, just playing. But,
Jesus, it's a lot of Fortnite.
dude, I think I'm at like almost 1,000 hours.
Okay, I don't know if this is like you guys, but for me, gaming is a lot easier to do at night than it is during the day.
Not for me, because I sleep during the night.
Well, okay, I'm talking about like your days off. Like if you're playing during the day, it's just like you don't want to because like I work during the
I
day.
can see where you're coming from.
Like I just get bored and don't want to play. But then at night, I'm just like sitting there like hours on end playing. As soon as like it gets dark out.
Gaming for me is easier to play after work.
Yeah.
Working second shift, it's a pain in the ass because it's split the two.
Oh my god, I have a fun story about me playing Civilization 4. Because I associate Civilization 4 with hanging out with my friend Michael. Because we would just play that game hot seat until like 3 in the morning.
Well, that was me and Mario Party.
Very fucking fun. But I also associate it with terror. Because I would play that game by myself even, really late at night.
And Gandhi would bomb you?
Here's the problem. The game, I had the game down really low, but I still wanted to hear it. There was one problem with that, though. When you would get multiple things, and you would, like, essentially end the turn, it turns out the audio would stack.
Yeah.
And every time I ended up in a war with like 15 people, I wouldn't realize it would be that many, and I would get it would be a trumpet goes and I'm like, and I would get like 1 or 2, and I'd hit enter, and so like, I'm like, no, my dad's gonna wake up.
Bro, what are you doing? What's guys doing?
You starting a war again?
Fucking Civ 4. Like, Civ 4 is my nights. To me, it is me at a computer at 2 in the morning, fucking just having a good time.
You know, I try not to play video games at 2 in the morning anymore because I was playing Chibi Robo back in the day, and so there's a functioning mirror, which is something I wasn't expecting.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there playing at night. It's nighttime in the game.
Uh-huh.
I'm wearing the pajamas, which are white.
Oh.
So I walk up to... No, it wasn't a mirror. It was a window.
Oh.
And there's a reflection in the window. And it scared the shit out of me. Because I did not expect it. I was just like, what the fuck is that out there?
Oh my god.
Like, man, I jumped. It was scary.
Oh man.
It was the worst.
Speaking of like nights and stuff, did you guys ever stay up like when you guys were kids or something?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a time
In the summer, like weeks.
There was a time period where I would stay up all night and then sleep during the day, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to switch back to sleeping at.
My dad didn't like that either. My dad was not a fan of that.
He was a fan of me sleeping at days.
During what?
He was a fan of me sleeping at days.
Wasn't a fan of me doing it.
Fan. You okay?
Yeah.
I thought you were silently judging me outside my window.
You guys know my dad is never a fan of you guys.
I've never seen your dad.
You've never seen him either, but he just hates you.
Because I wonder why, Aaron.
We've had this discussion.
Oh, wait,
I don't even think that was the reason either.
It probably was.
I don't know what the reason. I probably think I know what the reason is, but
No. I actually had one more for associations, which was when I brought it up before, why Dark Souls is a comfort game for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was during a very, very rough time in my life that I started to really, really play that game, and it just became my safe space of I was in a really rough I felt bad enough that I was willing to just die over and over and over. So funny enough, I just got better and better and better because I was just fine with failing. And yeah, I got good enough at that game to fucking beat Artorias at level 11,
and these two guys have no idea who you're talking about.
and I still can't beat Manus, who throws you around like that fucking Bellsprout.
That was great.
I mean, because I was like, get your memes ready, and that came out, and I went, no, somebody does that, Manus.
yeah.
Bellsprout came here to win.
Jesus, that fucking Bellsprout's so awesome. But yeah, that's what I got.
All right then. Well, it seems to round us out for rambling.
Another
Yeah.
week.
All right.
We gotta get better at plugging things at the end. I remember we got done last week.
Well, that's not what, the ramble isn't about plugging.
No, I know.
Well-
I'm talking about after.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, yep, okay, it's bye. And it's like,
Well, all right.
it's
Well,
like we do have another podcast, Cornucopia Bros.
yes. I need to talk with pretty much everybody about
no.
the Pokemon cast. that I
Are
wanna do.
you saying that you're going to gather everybody who works at Cornucopia around?
What?
Oh, I also wanted to bring that up.
I don't work here,
I
I
have
get
a few
paid.
ideas about the Pokemon cast.
Oh no.
Okay. Do you want to tack something on to?
Yeah, like a few ideas.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that here.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Just
well,
let him bring up the idea.
Because we weren't going to talk about
or
it.
the plug or whatever.
yeah, we were doing our best to keep off of Pokemon,
My-
I am impressed.
We did.
My joke was gathering everybody. You go, oh, everybody's here. That you can all make it.
Well, I don't work
True,
here. I don't
but
get
the
paid.
problem is that it would require a bit of work from you guys, assuming you haven't already done it, which I assume you haven't.
Done what?
We can talk about it later.
I honestly don't know what the hell we're talking about.
So yeah, so I would say look forward to at some point soonish the Pokemon cast where we can get all the Pokemon out of our system, and look forward to. I think I've got some clips to contribute to the clip of the day. I just need a flash drive.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of clips of the day, that's on a little bit of a hiatus right now, just till I get my internet fixed. It's always fun sitting there going, I wonder if it's uploading or not.
Oh, yeah.
You see, I'd say I have clips to add, but I've already given them to Aaron, so...
Can you share clips from the Switch?
You can tweet them. That's about all I know.
You can bring your Switch over, and I can put it in.
I'll just plug right into it.
Or you can give me the... Jesus. Can you give me the YouTube information? I can do it from there.
Maybe.
Figure out to save it to my phone, then just upload it that
Or,
way.
just bring your Switch over.
No.
It's a portable system.
It'll
True.
never leave the safety of my home.
That is
Really?
very strange.
So bring your home over then.
Okay, I'll do that. My home's okay
With your
without my
jet.
Switch. I do know how to steal those.
Well, don't admit that online.
I know how to steal
Next
those.
time a jet's gonna go missing, you're the first target. You know
It's
that,
true.
right?
If anyone even manages to steal a jet, I'm just gonna lose my fucking mind.
What?
Oh, we lost one of our F-16s. How?
Well, they got it into the air, and it was a stealth bomber, so now it's gone.
Some dude jumped out of nowhere and just...
I think he jumped out of his own F-16.
I'm pretty sure they would have a way to track their own planes.
You'd think.
Alright, well, before we incriminate ourselves here, this has been the Cornucopia cast. Join us next week.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.